And welcome. This is Archana here with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. I thank you all for your beautiful energy. If you're returning to my channel, thank you, my dears. I appreciate you. I appreciate your conversations. I appreciate you sharing, and I appreciate you writing to me, asking for me to make certain types of content. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you. It helps me to keep moving on strengthening my own gift. And if you're coming to my channel for the first time, welcome and hello. If you like my content, it would really help if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. With that, what am I bringing forth today? Today, I'm bringing a reading to look at the... we're going to start with the energy of the magician. A magician is someone who can manifest anything that they heart desires. Okay, they've got the will, they've got the strength, they've got the courage, they've got the know-how, they've got this deep connection to the spiritual realm. They understand the power of emotions. They understand what are the practical steps that are needed so to bring in the spiritual energy through their body down onto the earth plane. Okay, so each one of us is that magician inside. We have that energy within us. To awaken the magician within us is to recognize us as magical beings, to be able to manifest anything that we wish to experience in our reality with the power of our mind, to our thought, intellect, with the power of the emotions, with the power of our spiritual energy, with the power of taking the practical guided steps onto the earth plane. Now, with all of that, what are we doing today with this reading? So given this energy, this strength of wanting to materialize something in the world, my question today to Spirit is, what area and aspect in your life needs more will and determination? Something that you're wanting to manifest, but it's lacking in a little bit more of that will and determination. Let's discover it together. Let's look at what area needs a little bit more will and determination, or what aspect for the collective that needs more will. Thank you. I did shuffle the deck. I just did a High Priestess reading with the subconscious, and this was the exact energy that came up. Both the active masculine principle of the magician and the receptive principle of the High Priestess. Today, in this reading, I am tapping into the energy of Uranus. Okay, radical change. Something needs to radically change. We're going to have a look at it. Something very different, something out of the box, something you've not done before, something that's not tested and tried. It's something it's going to be a little bit edgy. You're touching upon the edges of your mental thinking, or how do I test this theory? Okay, so there's something about testing a new theory. Okay, testing a new way of being. So it's not just it's not mild. Okay, Uranus energy is fast, it's radical, it's like boom of energy, it's like radioactive energy. So I'm feeling like radioactive energy, something that's going to have an impact, something that's going to be very, very impactful. Let's have a look at what is needed in that. I'm going to need to take one more energy from here, angels. I find that great sense of humor. I love it. Archana, we're going to stick with this. We're going to stick with, by the way, that's also one of my ruling planets. I'm Sun in Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Both. Planet of restriction and planet of wildness. Restricting that wildness. Okay, will. What needs a little bit more will? Will. Where do we need it? Capricorn. My moon is in Capricorn. That's interesting. I'm not doing a personal reading, angels, but this is great. So what's needing a little bit more on Our willpower here is ambition, a realism. I think for Archana, personally, the answer is realism, okay? It's just too radical approach in thinking. So methodical steps, Capricorn energy is, okay, that's wonderful. Let's first talk about the Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy always sits on the top of the wheel. It is very, very methodical. Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to taking the steps. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. This is how we build a plan. This is how, okay, great, Uranus, you got it. This amazing, great idea. That's wonderful. That's a great vision. But we got to make practical steps. Otherwise, it's just going to stay in the imaginal. It's just going to stay in the imagination. Like you're a wonderful person with a vision. You've gotten all these amazing ideas with Uranus energy. But now you got to use your will to bring this radical change, this radical idea. You have this amazing breakthrough you got through, okay? Uranus helped you to find some breakthrough, or will help you to find some breakthrough. With that breakthrough, but what's needed is, okay, wonderful. This is the earth plane. Everything is solidified. So for things to materialize, you've got to set the right foundations. You've got to take the certain steps. Okay, you have this amazing vision and you want to bring that forward. You're going to need to take some steps. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, I want to, have this public speaking, and besides the tarot readings and others, it's just something what I feel is my soul calling. Okay, now for that, I'm going to need to take some practical steps towards it. Okay, what are some of the things I can do on a weekly basis? What are some of the things I can do to harness and use this amazing idea that I have, or this amazing thing that I got, to start to take practical steps so that I can grow my vision, so I can begin to see that vision actually happen in the physicality in here. And it's not just an idea, that a wonderful idea that came in. So for you to be having to materialize your dreams, first step first, before I even look at tarot, before I see anything, is wonderful to have a fantastic ambition. So if you're lacking that ambition, I feel like with Uranus energy, you're going to suddenly feel like inspired. Okay, you know what? This is my life purpose. This is what I want to do. Wonderful. Capricorn energy is going to guide you. And that's where you're going to need a little bit more will, a little bit more strength, a little bit more resilience. That with this, do you see this sand of time? Okay. Takes time. Okay, I can't force the rose to grow like within seconds or within that. It's going to take. So have patience. Be realistic about the goals. Okay, it's wonderful. You want to have all these wonderful, big, idealistic dreams, and that's wonderful. Nobody's saying no to that. But we're saying, what are the things that you can do now so that the universe can also align with you? So start to take methodical steps. Perhaps you're someone, which is not surprising with the Uranus energy here, it's just you don't want to be boxed into these details, and it's just like so much nitty-gritty work and so much of this to-do list. Make them your best friends. Look at it that this is how I actually see it. So I feel like, what's an interesting thing that's just popped in right now? Thank you, angels. You may be an excellent person who can strategize, but I'm going to be brutally honest here. Brutal truth coming in with Uranus here is that you lack a little bit of follow through. Okay, when the going gets tough, I'm not saying you give up. Maybe you'll try it a few times and then you're like, nah, let's let that one be. Forget it. It's not going to happen. I'm never going to be, that whatever your ambition is, I don't have it in me. So you'll find some quote unquote excuses. I told you brutal truth right now. Brutal truth. Some excuses to not kind of push yourself to see, to be resilient, to be patient, that, all dreams need time and again. You're going to try again. You're going to try again till it becomes a reality. Okay, so there is power in resilience. There is power in being realistic. Doesn't mean you don't dream big, but take realistic, methodical steps towards it. So start to create like simple steps. It doesn't mean that you're going to be making your entire life and day to day, every day as structured, like I wake up exactly on the clock at this time. But perhaps if you have led like a life without structure, it would be wonderful to start to have a little bit of structure instituted in place. And you can start small and shift the mindset, by shift the mental body, by approaching this new way of being, okay? Being realistic, taking these steps that are necessary rather than looking at, oh my God, these are like such boring things to do. I have this amazing vision and I see all of this, I want to open this nonprofit and I want to do this and what's so nice. You've got such a nice vision. That's wonderful. Okay, let's start to see what is it that we can do. Okay, we're going to need to have a certain plan of action. You need to be approaching things from a very, very grounded perspective to start to take some steps, which is where it's going to need a little bit of a willpower. Perhaps you've been quite unstructured about, let's say waking up on time. Perhaps if you want to start, let's say, a spiritual practice and you say, you know what, I've always wanted to do it and it's such a wonderful thing and I had this great insight and I'm going to do this, but it's going to require like some sort of a daily practice, let's say, but you're going to need to take the time out to start a daily practice. So perhaps you will decide that, okay, I'm going to give myself a check mark. I'm going to create like a to-do list and I'm going to do this today before I sleep. So then you will learn to prioritize. Okay, if like some fun activity comes or something else comes and you realize that this is something that you've reached the end of the day and you wanted to do this at the day, you don't want to kind of procrastinating it. So you start to release the procrastination and begin to take the steps now, which are small steps. You're not saying, okay, I'm going to do 3 hours of meditation every day. Okay, so from 0 to 3 hours, wonderful. That's a wonderful goal. Perhaps by the end of 2022 or whatever the years or whatever the goal is, that's wonderful. But let's start with 5 minutes or 10 minutes and have a consistency. So consistency is going to be the key here. And that's how you build. That's what I think needs a little bit more determination. You could do it. Okay, you've got this amazing idea. You totally can. Okay, just start to set up some rules and structures for yourself. And that is going to pay off. So always look at like, I'm tending to my garden. I'm tending to this beautiful vision. I know it's going to manifest. I've just planted the seeds and I'm going to water it. I'm going to, take regular care, love it, and give it all the good goodies it needs for it to grow. Okay. And then you're going to start to see things sprout. So this is where I feel that some of you actually do kind of give up because the gestation period is so long. It's not your 9 months and the human comes out. No. This one has like sometimes some things take a long time for incubation. So what do you do when, let's say you have a big vision, like, okay, are you going to do nothing about it? We need to come create a strategy, right? You have a vision. You got the dream, then you got the vision, you got the goals. You get into the objectives and you start to say, okay, this is my yearly goal, or this is my 5-year goal, or this is my 5-year vision, and I'm going to break it down into yearly, then I'm going to break it down into quarter, and then I'm going to be realistic about it. It's wonderful. It's, this is something I learned from my Taurus sister. Like, okay, you've got hardline rule, and then you've got nice to have. So you'll always aim for nice to have, but you definitely want to then approach a strategy with, this is what I'm going to achieve. This is what I'm going to do. So what are the steps I need to do to achieve this? It'll be a realistic goal, but it's not going to be, how do I put it? It's not going to be like, okay, I just want to increase 2 clients. Okay, you may push yourself and be realistic. Okay, you may say, okay, I need 1,000 clients. So it may not happen in the first 3 months, but that's a wonderful goal to push for. Push for that 1,000 clients. But what are the steps that you can take right now in the here and now to, let's say, go from 2 clients to 20 clients, okay? 2 clients to 50 clients, whatever that may be, okay, in that quarter. So what are some of the strategies that you're going to be needing to implement to make that dream a reality? So I do feel that's where a little bit more of the will is going to be needed. What aspect or what area in their life do people need to strengthen the will or determination? Okay, this one wants to come. Let us see. What is this? Adorn the temple. Okay. Willpower. So some of you may have kind of ignored your physical body. Okay, like really? How do you ignore the physical body? Meaning you're about so many other things that you don't take time to nurture yourself. You don't take time to take care of what you eat, what's in your environment, what your your physical environment. Okay, so this one is talking about definitely a feminine aspect of perhaps you've kind of let yourself go and you just say, I don't have time for this, and this is like such a waste of time, and I don't want to do this, and I've got all these other things that I want to do. I make time. I mean, a physical body is the most prized possession you will ever have. okay? You lose everything else, but the physical body is the last one to go. And that's when we, leave Earth or we die, right? The physical end of the physical body. So your entire earthly experiences stems from this physical body. The ideas are housed in this physical body. The emotions are housed in this. The spiritual energy is housed in it. So honor yourself. Honor what you're eating, there may be people who may say, hey, let's party till 3 a.m. and that may have been a certain way. And now you're like, you know what? I get really tired and I have this new goal. And if I'm up 3 a.m., I'm going to probably just crash out for the rest of the day and I'm not going to be able to get up and do something. Or you may tend to, drink too much or eat some other foods. Once in a while is fine. So just see what your repetitive pattern is. So begin to honor. So have a willpower that, okay, you know what? I'm going to honor me and I need to take care of me. It could be like, oh, I'm going to do regular salt baths. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to do yoga, rain or shine before I do other things. These are some of the things that I am going to do to take care of my physical body. Okay, it could be like, hey, I'm juicing. I'm, getting all my greens out here. This is what I'm going to cook ahead of time because I know my schedule tends to be a little bit busy, or I get busy around the kids, or I've got all this big job and then I tend to ignore my own needs. So tend to your physical body, your physical needs, because I feel for those who are connecting here are not the ones who have been like just about the physical, but you've kind of ignored that part. You've kind of let that kind of slide a little bit. So take care of it, honor it. Okay. I feel like some of you may just want to wear these unique, wonderful things on your body. Okay. Tattoo your body. I'm not saying, I don't know, whatever it is that you like to do. Okay. It's just something that's you, something that shows that uniqueness, that this is my way of saying I love you to your own physical body. So it's needed. Okay. So that energy has definitely come through that I feel. And with this magnetism card right up here, when you begin to honor the physical body, sacral energy goes up. That's your sensual, sexual energy. It's your creative energy. You begin to embody. Okay, so this is the energy of embodiment. I feel like embodiment of the senses is important because once you embody and you live, and I don't mean this for those who are already on an excess in this. I feel like this reading is going to resonate for those who have kind of blocked this part up, that you've not given a space for you to adorn yourself, to love yourself in all its glory because you had a certain viewpoint about it. It's a very magnetic energy. And by the way, anything in law of attraction is everything's through your power of your magnetism within the self. How you embody it, how you hold that energy inside your body. What do you see of yourself? You see yourself as this beautiful being, male or female, and so it's a very, very attractive. So you begin to be like this magnet, and then boom, 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 all these amazing opportunities, amazing things start to materialize in your life. But you've got to embody that energy. Okay, with magnetism being here. Adorning the temple. Card number 27. It's a very spiritual energy here. This is the house of your spirit. It is time to love the house. Your home. Home of the spirit. So masculine and feminine. This is the magician is the masculine principle. Where is will needed? Where is will needed in this one? Attitude. Okay. I knew this one would come up. I just knew it. When I was shuffling it, I was just staring at this for a while. I just knew this one's meant to come. Attitude. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. Okay? Positive attitude. Doesn't matter what's happening. Doesn't mean you're shoving things under the rug, but it is that you're always hopeful to the possibilities. Okay? You're hopeful and you trust in the divine. You trust that I have a positive outlook, that it doesn't matter what happened before this. It doesn't matter what the cycle was. I'm hopeful. I'm positive. And through this positive approach, through this positive thinking, you're going to be more and more attractive. And I don't mean physically. People will sense that physically and find you like physically attractive, but you didn't do anything. You may have just put on like a flower or maybe you did your hair different, but people are going to find you very attractive because it's going to be a magnetic, sensual quality about you, where it exudes a lot of creative power, because magician has a lot of creative energy. So your lower chakras start to get very, very activated. So as you are embodying it, I feel it's going to strengthen your lower chakras, and when your lower chakras get strengthened, that's where the manifestation can come in. Okay, you can have all these wonderful ideas. Remember, Uranus and Capricorn's an earth element, and Uranus lives up out into the universe, out into the world. So we're bringing the universal ideas and honing it down onto the physicality in the physical plane. Therefore, I feel those who are connecting with my reading here right now, not embodied. I'm telling you that. It just is, you're living in the upper chakras, and now the lower chakras needs activation. So sensuality, the pleasure, the beauty, and I'm talking about pleasure as in the light aspect of pleasure, is enjoying life, being present in your senses, enjoying, seeing the beauty in life, okay, appreciating the good things in life, appreciating yourself. You see how that shifts the attitude? And as you're shifting the attitude, because you're telling the universe, I love this. This is wonderful. I love where I live. I honor my body. I honor my physical realm. And as you're beginning to honor and bring all of that in, boom, 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 magnetism, boom, 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 you begin to, attract a lot more of what you desired. It just automatically, people will like, whoa, you're walking and you just literally manifest just by you being there. Why? Because you're honoring the spirit in the physicality. You're honoring the spiritual in the physicality. That's what you need to have a little bit more, be a little bit more determined, be a little bit more strong, and take small steps, and you're going to get there. We'll do some tarot. Where do the people need a little bit more willpower? Where do the people need a little bit more willpower and determination? In what area or aspect of their life? What area of aspect of people's life needs a little bit more will? Hierophant, commitment to the spiritual self. Commitment to the spiritual self. Knight of Cups, love and romance. A Tower goes very much hand in hand with Uranus energy. Okay, but it came in with adorning the temple. Ten of Pentacles. I like it. I'll take one more and put it under Uranus here. Two of Wands. Take one more on this side. Excellent. Bottom of the deck. We're not going to need any more angels. I'm good with this. Bottom of the deck is Three of Swords. We need to keep the Three of Swords here so we are reminded of what we're going to need a little bit more strength and will in. Okay? Let's start with, because I feel like these two are going to be coming here. Let's start with here. First energy that came up is the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is about our commitments. It's about our spirituality. It's about structures. Okay, it's about structures in our life. And let's start with this energy where you've put in your time and effort in the past and it hasn't manifested, and you've gone through heartache, you've gone through some emotional turmoil, but this is the Swords element. This is not the Cups. Cups is not emotions. Cups are emotions. These are the swords. Swords are your mental. So certain thoughts, people's words, or how you reacted to the words, or the words you've said to yourself, have created a lot of ruptures, and it has created like a lot of distorted patterns in your emotional body. Okay, so you've gone on a repetitive cycle of being emotionally unfulfilled, disenchanted, not sure if things can actually work out. It has made you go through these swings with Uranus energy. One time when you're good, everything seems good. When it goes down, it just goes down. So it's back and forth and back and forth. A lot of polarity is what I'm picking up with the Uranus energy here. Okay, so we're going to put this aside. You're manifesting now, and where you need a little bit more willpower is to commit. Commit to take small steps to be positive. Commit to embodying, small steps. Okay? Small steps. I'll probably journal, write. I don't want to make this video into an entire, very, very long video about how from January 2022. So perhaps once I've done the first quarter, I'll do a video on the steps that I took to get out of this energy of Three of Swords. We all go through and traverse these lands. It's not every person has gone through it, okay, in some shape, way, or form. Okay, it's a gamut of human emotions. And what were the small steps that I've started to take and institute to embody, okay, to be more embodied, to honor the feminine aspect, okay, to use my mind, my rational mind, to use my power, my ambitious energy towards a different path. Okay, I just towards to be a little bit more realistic. Let me put it this way, because this is my sun energy, and I go completely with these big ideals and these big dreams and these big visions of the world, and I live in the realm of utopia, if you must. Things. I don't want to say they're not realistic, but I don't know if I'll see all that happen by the time I'm still alive in this body as Archana. But I want to keep that dream and hope alive in my heart, that's my dream that's guiding me, and I'm taking these steps towards it, methodical, small steps. I'll begin the journey small steps. I'm going to go about it in small steps. Okay, something that I'm going to follow through, a commitment. That I made a commitment to myself, to my spiritual self, to a certain spiritual practice. So when something as a temptation comes in, okay, let's watch some TV, or we're hanging out with friends, or we're doing this, I have to figure out my day and say, no, this was my first commitment to myself. I am going to take these steps to do A, B, or C. Okay, so with these steps, I'm already seeing a big shift, whether it is taking place in my home front, or it is taking place in my spiritual self, or it's taking place in my work. Okay, embodiment of the spirit and acceptance of this, very, very important. So this is an area of your life that is needing a little bit more, and Hierophant asks for you to see what is truly important and see your divine self. Okay, so it's needing a little bit more on trusting your ability to manifest. Doesn't matter the past. Okay, so start to bring in love, and start to bring in gentleness, that romancing of the self. Okay, romancing of the self. There you go. There's the romancing of the self. Not waiting for somebody else to bring in those flowers. Buy those flowers. You want to adorn those flowers. You want to put a tat on your body. Go ahead and do that. You want to wear a certain bracelet. You want to wear a certain necklace. A male, female, doesn't matter. It's just you. That's a you. So bring that love and gentleness to that feminine aspect, male or female, it doesn't matter, to yourself, to honor the softness and the gentleness, because it's in harmonization and in actually taking care of your physical body. Because you have to understand, all these amazing ideas is wonderful. All the spiritual energy is coming. Oh my God, the container is cracked and broken. Boom, it spills out. You don't see anything materialize there. For this reason, it's because the physical container, the home where you are pulling in all that spiritual energy is not able to contain it. It's not in its fully, functional form. So think of it as you are bringing in love to the physical environment. You're bringing in love to your own physical body, where you live, your workspace, to people around you. You're loving on it. You're honoring it. You're cleansing your space. You're cleansing your arena. And that is going to bring in, okay, what I'm going to show you, what that's going to help you is it's going to bring in a lot more stability. Okay. it's going to bring in a lot more stability. What's also needing, one area that needs a little bit more willpower, is to see how you can bring in long-term stability. You may not be able to commit to something that's long-term, but have a vision. Okay, have a vision in your heart. Okay, and take practical. Use the Capricorn. Capricorn's an earth element. This is 10 of Pentacles, the most max pentacles you can have in tarot. Okay, maximum is 10. Okay, you've gotten everything covered. Okay, you've got it all. Okay, this is enough. You see that there's a family life, there's like people around, there's happiness, and you're sharing it with others, and there's a lot. Every person is taken care of. A Capricorn energy is very, very needed. And a Capricorn energy begins here in January, right? It's January season. And it's helping you to start to plant these seeds. Do you see that heart here? And remember, we saw this. Okay, this heart half has like ribs and half doesn't. Look at that broken heart. So you know what's going to grow out of that are these beautiful roses. There'll be some thorns around along the way, but these beautiful roses will come from that. So there is a new dawn. So have that faith, commit to something long term. It needs that. Perhaps it's your home that needs a little bit more care. Relationships and family, who matter to you? Who are the people, when you reach that top, who are the people who are surrounding you? Okay, you know, whatever that ambition was, whatever that goal was, are you celebrating there by yourself with ones who really count and matter? Or are they the ones there just for your money, or just for, you know, the fame, or just for, like, you know, being on social media with you? I know them. Is that the people around you? The question is for you. Okay, what are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Okay. Now, what else needs a little bit of strength is Uranus and Tower. Okay, to me, both of these are same energies. Okay, so it's something sudden. Something needs to give way. Something needs to occur. There's something that you are bringing in very suddenly, but you've got to allow these changes to take place. You may tend to get a little bit afraid of the changes, but you've been manifesting this from your heart. So allow for whatever disruptions, and I don't want to, they will disrupt, you know, if you've been a certain way, now you're shifting into a different direction. So it's a little bit of a disruption. There may be some disruptions that take place in your life. Allow for these disruptions as creative disruptions, okay? Something that's very creative, something through chaos, there will be something new that comes in. Something new will be born out of that. So allow for sudden changes and shifts to come in and take you by surprise. So honor whatever is taking place. Again, they're asking me to show you this energy of adorn the temple, that this is who I honor. Maybe this will come in as a shock. Maybe you'll shock some people with the way you begin to dress, the way you begin to speak, the way maybe if you're a female and you never used to wear all this jewelry and suddenly people see you with makeup and jewelry and like, who is this? And they may begin to judge you, but you're going to be like, I know who I am. And I'm not doing it to please another, for someone else to like me the way I am. It's just me. So if you're a male and you're like suddenly like, you know, you're drawn to wearing different type of clothes, and you're you know, let's say you pick up a spiritual practice and all your buddies never did that before, and like, what's going on? Like, who are you? It's just you're embodying who you are. Okay, so that will come in as a surprise. Be okay with that. And with that surprise, some will go and some will just, you know, be knocked over and they're not going to be on your radar. Be okay with that. Okay, so you may need a little bit of that willpower. You may need to strengthen that determination that, you know, these changes are needed. These changes are what I've asked for. And I have to be willing to let go of some structures and some things that I considered stable. Some things need to end with a world card. Okay, you need to kind of accept that part, that some things will end. Okay, of course they're going to end, because let's say you didn't like to dress up and you didn't do makeup or whatever, and now suddenly you are, and people are like, what is this? You know, now you're buying all these things. How you become materialistic. People will say a lot of things, okay, to try to kind of shake you and bring you back. Remember, nobody wants the old part to go, so they want to have that old version of you back, whether they wanted to control you or whatever that may be. But this is what the universe is guiding you, that you need to have a positive approach to things and understand that if some people or some situations or some jobs or some things are leaving, which were probably long held, it was needed. It is needed, okay? And you will rebuild with this Capricorn energy, with Uranus and Capricorn. These are like to feel like polar energies, but they're coming in together. And I'm sharing that with you. My sun is in Aquarius with Uranus, and my moon is in Capricorn. Polar energies, completely polarity existing within me. So trust me when I tell you I've gone through the swings from one end to the other, one end to the other. So just to come into the state of balance has taken me, I'm going to be 53 in this February. It's taken me a heck of a long time, okay? It's like, I don't want to swear here. It has taken me that long to kind of figure that out, to kind of balance this radical energy within me that wants to just kind of burst through everything and reject everything that comes in, which is a structure, which is like religious beliefs. I've come from, a different culture, breaking free from that. I'm not that, I'm this, I'm not. So such hardline rules. And now it just is more like I'm seeing circles. I'm seeing more like circles, not like hard lines in here. So more like, malleable, anything's possible, everything's possible, right? A shifting of an attitude, like, hey, okay, maybe I think I can buy some designer brands and I'm going to like it. I'm going to enjoy it. I want to travel business class and I want to have this. Okay, does it mean I'm being materialistic? I'm just telling you, there's just a new vibe that's coming through. There's a new experience that's coming through, and it's going to shock people. It's going to surprise people. How can you be spiritual and still want that? Yes, I do. And that's a part of me, integrating two different aspects. So giving you a quick personal story on this, okay, as this energy is coming in. It's going to need that will and determination. Okay, not great with discipline, but discipline's a word that's coming to me for my own personal self. So I'm setting certain boundaries for myself. I am instituting discipline for myself. I am instituting a structure for myself. I am committing to a certain practice for myself, not by someone else telling me what to do. It's something that I am choosing. And because I'm choosing, I'm changing my mindset towards it. I'm changing my mindset about how I viewed the physical body, or how I viewed the physical realm, how I viewed the material thing, how I viewed spirituality, what it means to be a spiritual person and what it means. So the dichotomy, there's like a blending, there's like an amalgamation of these colors. It's no longer the black and white. It's not black, white, right, wrong. So no hardline rules. It's just like, let's mesh some things together. Okay, so that's an energy that's kind of going to help you to materialize what you're wishing to materialize. Okay, so where this is a cycle with the World card here, with the Tower here and the Ten of Pentacles, there is a cycle, a long held cycle. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with the Two of Wands here. There's a long held pattern of belief of what is possible and how you saw yourself. I feel like your world view is changing. Okay, with this Two of Wands and the world, they're showing me the world here, and we're entering here. You're looking to a new world. You're looking to a new way of being. Okay, you are manifesting something new. Just have that faith. So this is the aspect of your life, looking at the vibrancy of the colors. You're looking at the flower of life symbol here. Okay, that everything's interconnected, that these circular patterns are interconnected. This is the aspect of your life that is going through a big change. Something that is long held. So I don't want to say a job or relationship. That may kind of come crumbling down for some of you. Some of you may have very strong religious beliefs. That will come crumbling down. You're going to have a different shift and an attitude towards it because you're really completing a big learning. It's definitely with these two energies and the world, you're definitely ending a cycle of what you once believed about the material realm. Perhaps you get an insight about what manifestation is, and you're going to overcome this old energy of the gray, of the dark, the mind, which created like all these vibrational energies. So I do feel that there is a need, if you wish to materialize and walk through the cycle, which I know will happen. It will happen. What the guidance really is to stay positive and honor your physical realm and take these small practical steps towards towards what you wish to materialize, and learn not to draw hard boundaries, and allow the softness, let the edges soften a little bit, allow different viewpoints to come in, so that will help you to enmesh and integrate polarities. And as you integrate polarities, you'll grow in deeper wisdom. You'll perhaps set new foundations for yourself, which is going to take you to the next level. I feel like you'll achieve world success. Capricorn will take you to world success. That's what it is, ambition. Through these small steps that you'll take now, which may even feel like these are meaningless small little steps into this big ocean that I want to materialize, I want to experience, it's going to happen. It's totally happening for you. With the Capricorn, the World card, and the Magician, there's no way you're not going to be able to achieve it. There's just absolutely no way. So your first steps are to honor the physical realm and have that shift in attitude, and stay with the positive. Honor the environment. Wow, different type of readings. This is Archana here. I hope you've enjoyed the reading as much as I enjoy reading the cards, because they're a surprise for me too. If you'd like a personal reading, reach out to me. If you are interested in manifestation series, reach out to me. Email is in the description box. What else? Yes, manifestation. I am, right? So there is a manifestation workshop coming up in February 20th, and then more on chakras a little bit later, so you can be on the lookout if you're interested in it. I send you all a lot of love, a lot of light. May you manifest this wonderful worldwide success, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be a radical change in your life. Life as you know it is going to radically change. Just take these steps that you're guided to, okay? All right, loves. Catch you later. Bye.